Okay, friend.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, welcome. It's so good to see you, Andrea, Beverly, Robin. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm not muted. Can you hear me?
We can hear you beautifully, Cece.
Okay. I think I was more asking about Andrea and Beverly and Robin. It's so good to see you. And we're excited to have you tonight. We're just going to, good evening. Beverly, it's so good to see you. Vikrant is still connecting. How are you? Oh, Marie, good evening. Hello. Good evening. How are you doing this evening, this morning, this afternoon?
So Cece,
I think we're just going to give it a few more minutes and then we will start. And as usual, we will start with our mamas just to make sure that everybody is relaxed, everyone is centered, and then you can enjoy your time with us tonight. We have really exciting program. We have Renara with us tonight, and we have Esther, we have Miriam, of course, and our Jaina is here. So we have beautiful people with us. And oh, hello, Elena, good evening. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining. We haven't started anything. Another Andrea, hello, good evening, Luke. Oh, I keep on saying good evening. It's good morning for most of you.
our dear lovely Esther Francis, she sometimes says good moments. And I think that's beautiful because
I think so.
We're joining from so many places around the world.
That came from either Ilana or Renora.
Ah, beautiful.
Okay.
We love it. love
Hi,
it.
Janet. Good evening. Good to see you.
It's good to see you guys too. Yeah, it would be wonderful. Should we just start the marmas?
Yes, absolutely. So,
wonderful.
Yes, I think just to ground ourselves, we all had busy days and some of us are going to have busy days. So, you know, just to help us calm down and be peaceful. So we will start with our mamas and we'll, you know, the usual. I have one last mama at the end though, but let's start with the ones that we already know, you know, the head and the lobes and the undernose one. So we're going to do that 6 times each. Let's start with the head one, which helps us with Miriam.
So these series of mamas, they're great for bringing that peaceful energy in. And I actually do it with my students when I was teaching. So all of these are, this whole series brings in that calm and peaceful energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is gonna, at the end, is gonna be a different one, but this is all about concentration, bringing the energy in and helping us just to calm down. So we're going to do this one first, 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the lobes.
For self-love.
Yeah. So I'm going to count up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And the last one, sorry, the last one is just beneath your nose. And you breathe in, of course, when you press, and you breathe out when you let out. So 6 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and the last one, I hope I have it here. I have it right here. So this one is called Hakini Marma. It's very simple. It helps us with concentration, of course, but you can use it to sharpen your brain, to improve concentration. It's also beneficial for children suffering from autism, better memory performance, and it releases stress. So this one is like this. You aim at this, your thumbs and your pinkies sort of in the same line. And then these 3 fingers, they have to be, so from your ring finger up to your index, they have to be close to one another. And this you can count up to 6 yourself. And but usually you would perform it for maybe 15 minutes if you have time in the morning, especially when you're doing your meditation, just to help you again with to sharpen your brain, to improve your concentration. If you know children suffering from autism, for example, it will help them better memory, and of course to release stress. So 6 times. You can count that within you.
Cece,
Yeah.
you're doing so beautifully. I just wanted to ask a question.
Yeah.
Do we hold for 6 and then let go, and then hold for 6 seconds and let go, or is it just hold?
No, you just keep on holding. Just aim at your pinky and the thumb being on the same line, and you hold, and then you can count 6 times while you're holding.
Oh,
So,
thank you so much, Cece. Can we
so
send?
namaskar. It's good to see you, Elio. It's good to see you, Barbara. Welcome. Hello, Mary. Good to see you. Mwah, mwah.
Can we rub our hands together and send Cece so much love for
please.
opening the call for us today and leading the mamas? Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you. Oh.
Cece radiates so much love and so much care, and
Thank you.
just a beautiful soul. Every time I connect with Cece and we have conversations, it's like, it's just synchronicity. There's so much mirroring that happens.
Yeah.
And it actually happens with so many of you that I connect with in this community, and it's just beautiful. I can see we've got a lovely Andrea with her hand up. Yes, my dear.
Okay, I am working with a possible new person for, our group, and this poor lady at the moment has pneumonia, and so I've been making the immune tea for her, and her son who is totally overworked and overstressed. He's a caterer. He's trying to take care of mommy at the same time. And this is the third time she's had pneumonia, so it's very serious, and trying to prevent her from going to the hospital, okay? So I've been making the immune tea, and he says it's hydrating her. That is good. She's eating very little, trying to get some monk soup in her, okay? And my question is, there's a marma that you press when with that type of thing. And I want to make sure I'm doing it right because I have to show him to show her because she's up in the hills.
Okay, amazing and perfect timing. So immunity is the middle finger on the right hand, and it's the tip that you want to press. And you can press it 6 times and then do it a set of 6. You can even do it with breath if you want to. And actually, I'm going to invite everybody. Let's all do it together. And yeah, visualize that immunity coming in and
I
releasing.
have one question, and that is, are you pressing with the, this was the point. Are you doing the finger? Are you trying to put the nail in there? It's very hard to see from the picture.
So you don't have to put the nail in, but you're applying some kind of pressure so you can feel it. It's the tip.
And so you're doing the front of the nail too?
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly touching the tip, but
Okay.
I mean, the nail I'm touching because I'm trying to apply pressure there.
Can
But
you center yourself, Miriam, so that she can have a look? Can you center yourself?
center myself.
Yeah. You know, having your pick centered.
Oh, you mean
Hmm.
at the moment, are we all in gallery view?
I think so, yeah.
That will be Jana needs to change
Oh.
our
You could just pin, anybody can pin Mariam and you can see her close up.
I'm so sorry. Would you like me to pin you? We are in speaker view.
Oh, we are in speaker view. So if
Yeah,
Andrew,
maybe pin her.
if you go to speaker view, then you can be able to see. So it's just basically, if you think about these mamas work with intention, and you just want to get the pressure point pressed, the top pressed. So it's okay if you touch the nail as well. It will be okay as long as you're getting the pressure point pressed. Friends, let's do it together with breath. Okay, so I invite you all to do it together. So just if you would like to, you can soften your gaze, you can soften your jaw and just relax into this marma point. And then we'll take a deep breath in and press. 1, 2. Four, 5, and 6. Okay, beautiful.
Thank you, Miriam.
Dear. And friends, can we rub our hands together to send some love and healing energy to Andrea's friend?
Her name is Rhonda.
Rhonda, to send love and healing to Rhonda. Love and healing and peaceful energy. Okay. Wonderful. Friends, I'm going to also open up just so that you can also share some of your favorite mamas. So I'm going to ask for, because our lovely Elio is here, would you like to share a mama with us that you like to do?
The one that I'm adept at.
Okay. Okay. The what I want mama?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like to lead it?
I got to a point, that I told Dr. Klein, what do you need 108 of them? I can do everything with this finger.
This is the one. This is the main one.
I don't know. It works for me all the time.
It's a beautiful one. We're focusing on this today. Today, our main focus question is about what I want. Would you like to lead it, Elio?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
So the first thing is the question, what do I want? And then you press the pointer to the pointer. Now the way I do it is I go and I press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, And then the next one is, what am I going to do when I get what I want, right? And then we go into the middle finger here. Yes, you can see it. Like this, you can see it.
Oh, look.
Beautiful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And don't forget the most important part of this. That was good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it.
Elio, thank you so much for leading that. That was perfect. Absolutely wonderful.
I told you, it's the only one that I practice all the time. I should know it.
It's just wonderful. You know, I
Thank you.
love these. I really love these calls because you don't know exactly how it's going to be, but someone will share something that is so perfectly in alignment. It's just incredible. And before the calls, we always call in our guides and we call in the Siddhaveda lineage to be here with us, to help us lead with love, to take us deeper into our hearts. And so that energy is present on the call as everybody joins. And
It's
yeah,
beautiful.
it's just
It's
beautiful.
beautiful. I
Yeah.
would like, I came in a minute late, but I would like if Sissy would repeat all the benefits from the marma that she just presented, because I wrote down in some of them I have some victims, that need the help. So I need to know what I'm saying.
No
It's
problem. I will
beautiful.
post them on the chat.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, our lovely Janet. Yes.
I just have a question. So
Mm.
I've been seeing, and I've actually heard that there's two different, well, people are doing it two different ways. I've seen the actual squeezing of the tip, and then I've seen the pressing of the tip from the top. And I'm wondering what is the correct way. I think that's important.
So I'm only going to base this on my feeling, but it's probably best to double check with an Ayush Shakti practitioner. But as far as I know, for example, Dr. Smita, she presses it like this. As long as you are applying pressure on that tip, you are connecting with your subconscious, your higher consciousness. So I think it's okay to press like this because Dr. Smita does it that way. I know that Dr. Naram does it that way. And if someone is doing it that way, as long as there's pressure being applied and your intention is there, remember intention is everything, then I feel that that's fine. But double check with your Ayush Shakti doctor about what you feel is right. But this is what I've seen, and this is what I've seen, and it feels good for me.
Thank you, Miriam. That clears up a lot.
Okay. I can see Luke has his hand raised.
Yes, I just want to mention that also the way Dr. Naram taught the this particular moment, also he suggested to imagine a white frame over your right eye and put into that frame what you want. So you're actually visualizing it as you're pressing the marma point.
True.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you.
So I'm going to ask for 2 more friends to share their marma, and then we're going to transition into meditation with pranayama and meditation with our dear Luke. So 2 more friends to share. Let's see. Barbara, would you like to share your favorite marma with us?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
My favorite marma is the one for the joints, and that's my right hand, and then 4 fingers to the point here, and I press 6 times. I do it in a circle of 6 by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm grateful for these happy joints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm grateful for my happy, healthy joints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm grateful for my happy, healthy joints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm grateful for my happy, healthy joints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm grateful for my happy, healthy joints.
Mm.
And now I forgot my counting. Was this 5 or 6 times?
I think it was 5. Can you do one
Oh,
more? I think.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm grateful for my happy, healthy joints.
Oh,
So wonderful. Cece, what did you want to say there?
no, I was just watching Barbara. It's so beautiful watching her.
I wanted to do my best, and then I lost count.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
Sorry for that.
it's
No, it's
amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
Bless you and thank you. You know what I love about it, Barbara? I love how you link it with an affirmation. How powerful is that?
Mm,
Oh, so powerful.
You know, I'm so happy that it really helps me.
Yeah.
So that must be expressed, I
Yeah.
feel.
I can see it. I can see it in your smile and your eyes and your being, that when you're doing it, it's bringing you that joy. And as you're sharing it, you're spreading the joy. So it's beautiful. Thank you, Barbara.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Oh, I'm so grateful for you. I would love to invite.
Ab-
Oh, yes, Esther. I was going to call on you. Perfect.
I just have a question for clarification. Barbara, I love that. And it's a first I've heard of that, but I couldn't see exactly if it was 4 fingers down from a particular finger, or, when I couldn't see it visually. Could you just put your hand up so we can, I still can't see.
So, and then
Oh, there we go.
6 fingers. 6 fingers
Okay, 4.
to this point.
Right in, okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I love your radiance and joy as you do it. I'll take that with me. Thanks.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Esther.
Esther, would you like to lead us in the heart mama before we transition into pranayama?
All right. So, okay, here's the left hand, and we're going to take our thumb and we're going to put it right in the palm, and we're going to take our 4 fingers and wrap them around, and then at the top you have the thumb and your index, and you bring in all your fingers so that you have the shape of the heart. And then it's been recommended that we bring it into our actual hearts, very close to our heart space. And Miriam, I'm wondering if you would so kindly, with your beautiful voice, do the pulsing.
I would love to. I would love to. Okay, my friends. So, yep, if you'd like to, keep it near your heart, just as our wonderful Esther suggested. And then when we breathe in, we press the heart, the thumb, and then exhale, we'll release. Now, we don't have to do it with breath, and it's not always done with breath, but this mama is good for, so it's good for circulation, it's good for the heart in terms of physical, and emotionally, it's good for releasing any heavy emotions that we're carrying. And it brings harmony. And I just notice that when I do it with the breath, I just feel that harmony just coming in. For me, breath is everything. It's sacred. And when I combined it with the mamas, the releasing of that energy, those energy points, those blockages with breath, I just find it really, really does something. So that's how I'm going to share it for today. So with breath, inhaling 1 and exhale 2. And exhaling. 3. And exhale. 4. And exhaling. 5. And exhale. And 6. And exhaling. Okay, my friends. So we are going to transition now to some pranayama with our wonderful soul brother. Oh, there's a hand that's gone up. Yes, Elio.
Interesting. I have learned this marma, and finally I got the real picture of it, when Dr. Giovanni presented it.
Mm.
Now I find out something else, that you hold your hands and close to your heart, which was not presented like that. I think by the fact, that he was trying, to show it in the camera, and he came very clear to the picture. He didn't do it that way, and now I found out something new. So, it's beautiful. I need that marma, and I would love to have I exercise it as perfect as possible to get the benefits from it. So I thank you.
Oh, bless you.
Okay.
Elio, just so you know, and that's for everybody here that's on the call, and anyone who's watching the recording, every Monday at 9 well, it used to be 8 a.m. Pacific time, but it's now at the moment 9 a.m. Pacific time. We have a group of us that come together. So there's Esther, there's Joseph, Luke sometimes joins, and a few other friends that joins. Janet joins, and we do the mamas together we listen to Dr. Naram's Unstoppable track together, because there's something powerful about doing it as a collective. So if any of you would like to join that group, you can just put a message in the chat, and I'll add you if you'd like to join. But yeah, we learn mamas together. Joseph is fantastic with mamas, and he does the heart mama, 6 sets of 6, and he does it like an actual heartbeat. And so, we all have a kind of like our intuition of how we want to do it. And then I say, when I'm thinking about my emotional release, I do it with breath, because my experience of it is in a different way. But yeah, so if anyone would like to join, yeah, just put your details in the
I just
chat.
want to point out it's 11
Yes.
o'clock in California.
Okay, yeah.
You said 9 o'clock, so I'm not sure,
Ah,
I was having a heck of a time finding your group once I did it once, so I wrote it down. It's 11 o'clock here.
Okay. So I know.
No, that's not correct. It's been 8 o'clock Pacific time, and she's changing it to 9 o'clock Pacific time.
So it's not going to be 11 o'clock. It's going to be
No.
9 o'clock.
It never was.
No, it was never. It never was. So I was getting confused if you were talking about Eastern time. I don't actually know.
I'm very good with the whole globe. There's no
Okay.
problem there. No, I come from Europe, so I have to call them, and I know exactly
Okay.
No, okay, whatever.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to transition now.
Hang on, just so to be able to be added to the group, what do you need? You need our email, or you need our phone number, or what do you need?
I need your phone number, if that's okay. You can private message it to me if you'd like to on the chat, and then I'll add you to our group.
All right.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
Okay. Esther, your hand is raised, my dear.
Not intentionally, I think. Oh, you have to lower hand. I didn't realize that. That was from before. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I'm trying. There we go.
Perfect. Okay, Luke, we are ready for you, my soul brother.
Okay. First, I wanted to say that it is such an honor and a blessing and a joy to be here amongst all this amazing Shakti goddess energy. It's just a beautiful place to be. I feel so blessed to be here. And Vikranth in the chat, I hope I pronounced your name right, Vikranth, asked about marmas for headaches. And I just want to mention on the Kajabi portal, the one-year immersion, there's an amazing Dr. Naram video where he goes through and explains and demonstrates all the marmas for all the headaches for every dosha. So I recommend watching that. That's how I learned about doing all the marma headaches, from watching his video there. I just want to mention that. And I want to, and Esther, I just want to say, for somebody who just moved into a new place, you look like you've been there forever. You've set up very quickly.
I'm working at it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel good. Thanks.
Okay, so as Mariam mentioned, breath work is so important in just maintaining balance and healing and vital energy in our lives. So pranayama is an ancient practice. I'm sure many of you know what it is and have practiced it yourself. Pranayama, which I always do as I lead into meditation, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do about 30 seconds of pranayama and then lead into 5 minutes of silent meditation. The pranayama is breath work that has been around for thousands of years, but also in Ayurveda, it's particularly good for the immune system and for the thyroid. So, and that's something I just learned recently in terms of how good pranayama is in Ayurveda. And because thyroid is something I'm focusing on as well. So, and I spoke to my Vaidya about it, and he said, oh, yes, keep doing pranayama. So I'm going to demonstrate it, and then we'll do it. So we're starting out by pressing your thumb gently on your right nostril. And with these first 2 fingers here, you hold this out and you breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Switch over by pressing on your left nostril with these 2 fingers, and then breathe out through your right nostril for 4 counts. And then you reverse it. As this is holding here, you breathe in through your right nostril for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Switch over back to your other nostril, hold with your thumb, and breathe out for 4 counts. And that's it. So we keep switching back and forth, holding, breathing in for 4 counts, hold 4 counts, switch fingers, breathe out for 4 counts. So we're going to do this for about 30 seconds. And then I'll say, okay, let's move into a silent meditation. It's not going to be a guided meditation. Just 5 minutes of silent meditation. Allow yourself to be absorbed. My teacher Rama, who I was with for 15 years, Rama Rishi and Tara and I, we were students of Rama for 15 years, an enlightened teacher. He would say, meditation is not about trying to stop your mind or trying to do anything. It's allowing yourself to be absorbed into the universal energy. And that's why sometimes when you chant Om, sometimes pronounced Om, you're chanting this universal vibratory word. Now, if you want to chant that, go ahead and do that. The point is just allow yourself to be absorbed into this universal energy. If you have thoughts, don't get caught up in the thoughts. Just bring your focus back. You can focus here in your third eye like a flame, or whatever you want right here. And just gently bring your focus back. Don't get caught up in thoughts. So first, let's now start out with pranayama for 30 seconds. Here we go. And now let's close our eyes and just move into a silent meditation for 5 minutes. Very, very gently allow your consciousness to come back. And when you're ready, just slowly open your eyes. You know, meditation is such a beautiful daily practice, but when we do it as a group like this, there's such a beautiful, beautiful group Shakti transmission of energy. It's so beautiful to do group meditations. And Mariam, can we take a moment, just if anybody wants to share their experience, what they felt during pranayama and meditation, is that okay?
I would love that, Luke. Absolutely love it.
Okay, if anybody wants to raise your hand, if you want to share your experience during this pranayama and meditation. Marie, looks like you have your hand raised.
Yes, thank you very much, Luke, for this moment. Also, Mariam and Sisi, really, I enjoyed it. And today was birthday of Sri Sri Ravi Shankar from Art of Living, and they had the World Meditation Day. So over the world, we meditated. And in my practice, I find so much joy sharing the marmas and a little meditation. I just mix them one after another before I said you may lie down for your massage. And when you tune in to your people, you can feel, oh, that is coming with a lot of fire or headache or this or that. So you are prepared. And the moment they enter, I need you, say, yes, we're going to make rest together. And they enjoy the marma, they enjoy the meditation with sounds of water. And then your work is lighter because you applied those tools in the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Marie. Anybody else want to share their experience today with our pranayama and meditation today?
I could see Andrea has her hand up. Yeah.
Andrea, okay.
Okay, it was very interesting. I had sort of a revelation with it. I've done this myself for years, but what I realized was as you are doing this breathing, you are literally, because you have your olfactory nerve, which goes right straight to the brain, and you have the two different hemispheres. When you're doing pranayama, you're literally equalizing the hemispheres, the right and left hemisphere of your brain. And that was a very big realization for me because my partner, Bob, has his grandson who's autistic. And I just realized that if we can get him to calm down and to do this, it may actually lower the amount of frustration, and he flips around very, very quickly, and it's very annoying for a lot of people. And yeah, and so just having that balance in your brain is wonderful.
What was your experience today, Andrea?
It was really feeling that equilibrium in between the hemispheres of my brain.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, well, thank you very much, everybody. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much, Luke.
Thank you.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
You know, I just wanted to ask one more person to share, because I know that, Cece, I know that you regularly meditate. And how did it feel like meditating with our European community, European core community that's all placed all over the world, because we have our American friends here as well. But how did it feel for you?
Thank you, Mariam. Yes, I try to meditate every day, and you know, I can't say it's always equal. Sometimes I have things going on my mind, but today, and you know, this happens when I meditate with other people too. I find it a lot easier to, you know, to empty my mind and get into meditative, you know, space. So when we do it together, it literally just takes seconds, and then I feel I'm going deeper and deeper. It happens when I meditate on my own as well, but you know, as I'm saying, sometimes I have a whole lot of things going on. And today, just before we started the call, I felt, wow, I have a headache. You know, so, and then we started the call. But I realized that the minute we got into the mamas, I started feeling better and better. And now they, you know, and then we meditated where I really came down, and the headache is gone. So my experience right now was awesome. Thank you again, Luke. Yeah, so I hear, you know, my headache is gone, and that's I felt I was able to go deeper during the meditation, and you can feel everybody's energy as well, you know, so that is so amazing. Yeah.
Oh, such a beautiful share. Can we just, for everybody that's shared, can we just like rub our hands together and just send love and appreciation and gratitude to everybody that's here with us today? So beautiful. Okay, friends, we are now going to transition to our lovely Renara, who is going to take us even deeper. We're already falling into that deep kind of place of, well, into our hearts, but Renara is going to take us even deeper now with her beautiful music. So Renara, please, we welcome you with so much love.
Hello, everyone. I have a quite special day today. I'm not looking for the all of the reasons, or as we live in one also special time, and many things happened in the world. So maybe it's my sensitivity, maybe it is something else. It doesn't matter, actually. What is matter? It is honesty. And how I am in present moment and what I want. So I feel myself very vulnerable today, and I really thankful and grateful that we're here, all of us, and I really trust the music which coming from the source. What I want for me, I want for me to be free of all the old memories which can activate it in me in some different situations. And I want to be only the creator of each moment of my life, and not repeat something or when memories speaking at my place or feeling at my place. So, and in the same time, I'm very thankful that my path and my journey gave me this knowledge about who is speaking, what is speaking, memory or my Christ in me, or each person has his own grace, own divinity. So I'm very thankful that I can be authentic and honest with you, and it will help me a lot. Before I play, if each of you just share how do you feel now, just one word, sad, happy, joyful, thinking, in reflection, doesn't matter. What is your feeling now how do you feel now? So it will help me really to connect to all of us at this level of the life in us, and invite the music.
Renara, would you like us to unmute and say that?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll say I feel guided. Andrea,
I feel peaceful.
Esther,
Peaceful and grateful.
Beverly,
I feel vulnerable this morning.
hmm. Thank you for sharing that with us, Beverly. Janet, how do you feel?
My mind is a little busy, got a lot of stuff going on, so need to even calm down more.
Elio, oops, you're muted. Hold on.
It helps. Tranquil.
Tranquil. Okay. Thank you. Marie. Oh, you're muted. Let me unmute you.
I feel calm. I feel warm, love, and very satisfied being with you all and sharing this, what I do daily, but now with you. Now I'm receiving, normally I'm giving. It feels so soft.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you, Marie. Luke.
I feel very, very calm and peaceful, and at the same time, I'm buzzing with this vibratory energy throughout me.
Hmm. Thank you. Barbara.
I feel so uplifted being here with you all. And at the same time, I feel still inside me. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Mary.
Now,
Oh, Renara, is it okay if we ask Mary to? There's a few more left to share.
Mary, sorry,
Mary.
I didn't see you. Sorry.
I'm here. No, that's okay. I feel hopeful and I feel contemplative today. I'm a little bit of a mix. So it's going on inside and I'm trying to, lock in. So it's deep. That's what it
Oh.
feels. Something's up. Something's up.
Mhm.
Love you, Mary.
I
Miss
love you.
a lot. Oh.
So great to see everybody.
Yeah.
We're so happy that you're back and that you're here.
Thank you. I'm glad I was able to come today. Really, sometimes this time I can't, but this is good. Okay.
I'm going to ask for Mina to share. If she's there. Mina? She might not be there. Robin? No, maybe Robin's not there. I know Elena.
Yes, peaceful.
Okay.
Peaceful and grateful and loving.
Mwah. And the
Yeah.
last one is our beautiful Elena, but she's driving, so I think.
No, we want to say something. Hello, everybody.
Oh, she's breaking up. Elena, we can't hear you. But we know you're with us.
What a bad timing.
she's frozen. We'll try again afterwards. Okay.
Okay.
Renata.
So, my lovely people, I will invite my grace and my divinity. You invite yours, and we just will open to to music which will come to all of us and for each of us. Thank you to be here.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. Can we rub our hands together and just send Renara so much gratitude and love and peace for that incredible music that just came through you. Oh, you are a vessel. I'm just going to allow us to be in silence for a minute just to continue receiving and sending. Oh, what a beautiful journey that you took us on. I'm just going to invite friends to share what they felt during that journey of music. I would love to ask for Cece to start us off.
Wow, Renara, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was you just coming out as you are, this moment, guided to play the song you did and the way you did. And it hit the right spot within me. I just found it so totally relaxing. And somehow I also felt some emotions coming up, you know, totally Atiti Deva Bauer, you know. So that was powerful. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm still choking as I'm trying to speak. It was just amazing piece. Thank you. Thank you.
I would love to invite Beverly, would you like to share?
The music is absolutely amazing. It allows, for me, it allowed sadness to be here, and that was okay. And some of the mixed feelings that go with that. And then as I was, allow that to leave and go, the playfulness and the tranquility and the peace and floating and dancing is all present at the same time. So it's just such a release of tension and thoughts in the mind, and just to peace and tranquility. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Beverly, for sharing from your heart. Just beautiful, and for being so vulnerable and feeling safe to be vulnerable. And it's the same with Renara. She allows us to be real, and it's beautiful. I also wanted to ask how Mary, if you would like to share your experience, if you'd want to.
Sure. Well, I'm going to say this. The gift that Renara has, I can't even, every time she plays, I feel something, I'm always so moved. And right now, this time, it's like a massage for the soul. That's how I felt, especially as she first started. And it just feels like something is going inside and just working on whatever is in there. And I just get moved with it and taken up with it. So thank you for that. Again, thank you for this gift and for being you, Renara. Please, that's how I felt. I just lucky to be here today. Thank you.
I love it. Good massage for the soul. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yes.
Great. Like a big hug.
I can see Robin's got her hand raised. Or I think you were going to raise
Yes.
them.
So I'm on 2 different devices, and I've been processing nettles while the whole call has been going on, which is why I haven't been on camera. But I have to say, you know how they've talked about how the herbs are more powerful when they're made processed this certain way according to the scrolls, that I was processing my nettles during this call. I realized, and then, kind of with Renara's music kind of was the climax of that. And I realized that there is so much love put into the nettles that I'm putting up. Because I was listening to this, and I would stop and do the marmas, and I did the pranayama breathing, and then certain parts I would do, and other parts I was cutting nettles. But I was in this really peaceful state by the time Renara asked what, the state that we were in. And I realized that was a really different way than any other time that I've ever put up nettles, that I was doing it in that space of the love of the ancient secrets and doing all the marmas in between. So it was like completely amazing.
Oh, thank you, Robin, for your share. And that's amazing. That's just incredible. And
so whenever you put up food, do it with the ancient secrets and love.
I love that. Renara, do you have anything you want to say before we transition, my lovely?
No, I just want to thank you, all of you, for your presence, and the connection, and I just every time I'm surprised and amazed myself how this music coming different way, and taking from one place and dancing from another one, and changing the melody in the middle, and that is only the like a following vibrations of what's happened, here now. No thoughts, no idea, no words, nothing, just following, what is here and where it's going. So thank you for your beautiful divine presence. Thank you.
Okay, friends, let's just rub our hands one more time just to send Renara another big burst of love. Okay, so we are going to transition now. We're going to go and look at one of the chapter 14 of the Ancient Secrets. And this chapter is all about what I want. And yeah, so it's about Dr. Clint struggling a little bit, having some inner struggles. And then Dr. Naram sharing the wisdom of the What I Want Mama and the visualization that goes with it. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'd like you to think about the time when you've used the What I Want Mama. And I also just want to lovingly remind everybody that with the What I Want Mama, you don't have to have a long-term goal, because sometimes we just are not there yet. And it's okay to just be thinking about short term, like, I want to feel peaceful. I want to feel calm. I want to feel love all around me. This is something that I used to do, and I still do a lot of. I work on short term for the day, and I noticed such a big difference. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and open up the presentation. So here we go. And oh, hold on one second. Let me just try again. That's the one I want. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Okay, I'm just going to double check that you can see my screen okay. Cece, can you see? It's sharing? Yeah, okay. Let me just go back. Okay, so friends, Namaskar, the divinity, that beautiful spark of light in me, honors, loves, and bows down to the divinity, that beautiful spark of light within you and all around us. I honor that place where you and I are one. So chapter 14 of the Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer, Pablo Picasso said, the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. So this chapter is about purpose and dreams. So as we dive into this chapter, I'd love for you to think about a time when you used the what I want Mama point, and what did you notice? Okay, so these are the highlights. So Baba Ram Das helps Dr. Naram discover what he wants and achieve what he wants. And then we learn about the Mama Shakti points for discovering what you want. And Dr. Naram asks Dr. Clint to share the 3 greatest achievements in life according to the Siddha Veda lineage. So this chapter takes place in Italy, and it's called Secrets for Discovering Your Life's Purpose in Duomo, which is the Gothic cathedral in Milan, Italy. So Dr. Clint says, as Simone, Dr. Naram's country coordinator, drove us through the crowded streets towards Duomo, I thought about how much and how rapidly my perspective of the world and of myself was changing. There was a struggle inside me, and I couldn't work out why I felt such a lack of peace and direction. And Dr. Naram said, do you remember the 3 greatest achievements in life according to my lineage? And Dr. Clint said, let's see, number 1, to know what you want. Number 2, to achieve what you want. And number 3, to enjoy what you've achieved. So Dr. Naram agrees, and he says yes, and he shares how his master helped him achieve his dream. So Dr. Clint says Dr. Naram's master told him to close his eyes and press the Mama point on the tip of his right index finger 6 times, then be silent. After some time, he gave Dr. Naram a series of questions to consider. And these were the questions. If you only had 6 months to live, what would you most want to do or be? If you knew you could not fail, what would you most want to do or be? And if you had $10 million in the bank and never needed to work again, what would you most want to do or be? So as Dr. Clint wrote down the questions, he had that he was feeling a familiar discomfort. Even if I allowed myself to ask them, would I have the answers? Says Dr. Clint. Most days I had no idea what I wanted to do or be in my life. Dr. Naram continued, my answer to my master's questions was, I would like to be a great healer. And Baba Ram Das told him, the clearer the goals, the more certain are the chances. He pressed different mama points on Dr. Naram's finger and asked additional questions. What do you mean by great healer? And Dr. Naram said, I want to be the best healer on this planet, a master of these ancient healing secrets. Very good, Pankaj, said Baba Ram Das. Write it down. My master didn't challenge or discourage me from dreaming. On the contrary, he encouraged it. He then asked me another difficult question. How will you know you're the best? How will you know you're the best pulse healer? Dr. Naram says to Dr. Clint, I'm not sharing this with you because of my ego, so please try to understand. It is not about me right now or impressing you, but about inspiring you to consider what is possible. So how will you know you're the best pulse healer? Said Baba Ram Das. Dr. Naram says, when I have seen 100,000 people, I will know. I will know when people come from 6 countries to see me. I will be the best when Mother Teresa comes to me and says, Dr. Naram, you are doing the greatest work on this planet. I will also know when His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, comes and asks me to read his pulse. All of these desires came into my heart before I had a single patient. I only had a dream. With the encouragement of my master, I began the process of becoming a healer. Now, people from more than 100 countries have come. His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, came to show me his pulse many times. Mother Teresa also came to my clinic and hugged me. When someone has a dream, support them, said Dr. Naram. And Baba Ram Das said, don't ever chase money. I want you to chase ideas, great ideas. And I want you to chase and achieve great dreams. Do not chase success. Instead, chase and achieve excellence. Dr. Naram says, only when you do this will people truly hear you when you speak. They will notice you and you will have great impact. Believe it or not, every day, everyone is influencing other people in a positive or negative way. When you discover what you want, achieve what you want, and are enjoying what you've achieved, you become a nucleus with a ripple effect. You start influencing the world in positive ways. So my friends, I just bring you back to this question here. Can you share or think of a time when you've used the What I Want Mama, whether it's long-term or a short-term goal, and what you noticed? I'm just gonna stop sharing there. I love that chapter. I love how Dr. Naram, he didn't even have a patient, but he had this dream of being a master healer, and how Baba Ram Das, his master, helped him to achieve that dream because he truly believed in it and he showed him the mama points. And I just know that when somebody believes in you like that, it's powerful. And I know so many of you, I know that we do believe in each other. I feel that. I feel that we believe in each other. So yeah, I want to open it up. Whoever's ready to share about when they've used this mama. Yes, Elio. Yes, please.
I'm going to tell you something silly. I've done a lot of things with this marma, but the silliest thing is that one day I was the mentor, and I needed to contact one of the people. I knew her partially, her email address, and I had to get in touch with her right now. I'm like, okay, let's try this. I was laughing at myself sincerely. So I went and I did the marma, and I sat down, and I started writing the email address. And I wrote the whole email address, right? And it looked like a Gmail address, right? I'm like, yeah, right. Let's try it, because they rejected just like that. I put it in the Gmail, the thing took. I'm like, okay, now God knows who am I going to get at the other end. The address is valid. I go and I write, look, I need to get in touch with you immediately. Please, da. Within 20 minutes, she answered me back. I'm like, oh my God, I have goosebumps right now, it was just like so amazing. I just asked, and there it goes. That's why I said to Dr. Naram, I'm like, I so believe in this marma, forget about the 108 marmas. I use this one, I'm done.
That is a beautiful share. Thank you for sharing that. That's wonderful and amazing.
Simple.
Simple. Yes. Use it even for short-term things. Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Elliot. I love it. Does anyone else have an experience that they would like to share? I can see Robin has her hand raised.
So my favorite, oh my God, you just have to try it because why not? Story is actually came because I got a call from a friend that he said that somebody that both of us knew had been in a catatonic state, like basically coma, for 21 days. And it was the same day that the review of the chapter about the coma, and Dr. Giovanni had been on the call saying that you're actually connecting with the subconscious mind when you do that. What do you want? And so I decided, because I couldn't teach the person's husband, because of COVID, nobody can go to the hospital. And so I decided I'm just going to go in mind and I'm going to talk to her. And I pressed her imaginary right finger 6 times. And I said, what do you want? A lot of people really love you, so you might want to come back. And the next day, my friend called and said, she just called her husband. She's fine. I'm like, woohoo! So you might as well try it. And you don't have to have a physical finger to do it on. Just, when you're connecting subconscious mind, then anything is possible.
Robin, I really love that. I love that share. And I can see Cece's, oh yeah, you're applauding. Cece, do you want to say something to that? Because that's beautiful. But Robin, I love it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I just want to add, I think just one point, that the real power comes in with the intention. When you have a strong intention, that's where the power lies, and that's when you get to know. And I'm saying this because I think for the past 2 years, I've been going through the same exercise. Whenever I think about it, I'll think, well, what is it that I want? And I simply didn't know what it is that I want. I was just blank. And I was, in the most unexpected way, I was taking a walk in the forest, and I was like, I don't even think that I was doing the mama. I just asked, I just said, Pankaj Naram, what do I want? And it came as clear as day and night. And the funny thing is, it just felt so right. It felt authentic. It felt this is me, there can't be anything else that I could be doing out there. So, but I realized that it took me so long to create that intent within me. And when I did, it became so easy. So just adding to what Robin is saying, that about this lady, that she must have had a very strong intent for her to get that done. It's a very, very, very powerful tool. What you want, and with accompanied with the mamas, it's a very powerful tool.
Yes.
I think, yeah, it has moved most of us from what we've been doing for years, what we know, what we trained as, to doing something totally different. But we love it. We do it out of love, satisfaction, and a sense of purpose in life. So yeah, it for me, it's the best starting point. Absolutely.
I love everything you've said, and yeah, just the way you've beautifully followed on from Robin about the intention, and I just wanted to add to that. Yeah, I was a kindergarten teacher, and I haven't been teaching this year because I'm moving more into sort of Siddha Veda lineage and also illustration and creativity, but I would have never dreamed that I would be here right now. But I've realized that I was always meant to be here. I was always meant to be here. I really truly believe that I was always meant to be part of the lineage and part of this way of healing and spreading it. And it's such an honor. It's such an honor. I can see our dear brother Luke has his hand up. Yes.
Mariam, my favorite part of that reading that you read, and also I felt this way when I originally read it in the book, is when Baba Ram Das told him, don't seek success, don't seek money, seek excellence. Yeah. That touched me so much, because in this world, and particularly here in the West, the focus for everybody is seeking money, is seeking success. And I love that he said that, because I know for a fact from my own life, and I've been down that road too, seeking money, seeking success, but I have found that when you instead seek a balance within yourself through all these beautiful practices that we have, the money will come. Yeah. And success is all kinds of, success is not just money success. Success is perfect radiant health. Success is feeling love and joy in your heart. So I find now I focus on this beautiful loving community, the work we're doing, to balance who I am as a being. And in that, I know I'm attracting the money that I need and the success that I need. So I've reversed now what I focus on. And so I love that portion of the reading.
Thank you for sharing that, Luke. And yes, I completely agree. That part of the message it's so powerful. And yeah, my perception has shifted to one of, yeah, it's more about, I used to have this dream about being a mother and being an illustrator and all these things. And of course they're still there, but for me, it's not the focus anymore. It's more that I want to be of service to the divine. I truly want that. That is it for me. Because I believe that I've had many lifetimes. That's just my personal belief. And I believe that I've come here for a purpose, and I feel like my purpose is to serve. And so, yeah, there's been this huge shift, but that shift has happened as I've joined the Ancient Secrets and been part of this community and seen so much love present. And that has changed something within me and opened me up in a different way. And that mama, the what I want mama, I use it to say, I choose to see love all around me. I choose to be connected to source. I want that, and I visualize it. And that's what I love about this mama, the visualization that comes in with it. It's beautiful. Thank you, Luke, for sharing all of that. I love it. Friends, we are going to transition now to our lovely Esther, who has a song that's just, I'm so excited. I can't say anything else at the moment.
Oh, wow. What an extraordinary experience this call has been. So, first, acknowledging you, Miriam, and everyone. And I'm, as usual, it's hard to come with words after such depth of experience and fullness, but words have come. And I'm the timing for sharing. I have to transition into the song, and I think it will help be the bridge to where the song wants to take us. And my intention, I have to say, I don't know where to start, but I'm going to start with Renora because I was blessed by her for being with her music when I was absolutely in what the heck is going on, where will I go, and not having anything appearing for options when I knew that I had to move. And I remember the experience with Renora playing and how it just it grew and grew and blossomed into this experience that as it concluded, Renora said to me, and I knew that the perfect solution would be found, even though there wasn't yet an inkling of how that might be. And I'm sitting here in gratitude, now just moved in with my son 3 miles from where I lived, where we didn't even know it would be an option. And one of what I want was a happy home. That's been very, very important, but not just the physicality of shelter, but on all levels, looking at as part of my life issue. I've had so many blessings, but I've had so many challenges in the home dimension. So the fulfillment. Now, Dr. Naram says, one, it's experiencing knowing what you want, getting and experiencing it, but then the most important thing is being able to celebrate it, enjoy it. So I'm celebrating and enjoying that now with you. And that comes together glove in hand with, in Sacramento a few months back, Dr. Clint came and I went for pulse consultation. And when he asked, "What do you want?" it poured out of me in the deepest way ever and the most all-inclusive. And part of that was this desire to share the gifts I've been given. And, for that to take place and being on this call and also the Sunday call when I have been, has been a fulfillment of that I am just, my heart bursts with joy. Now, just in coincidence, which, that's such an interesting word, co-instance, instant, but also we have this, this word that has to do with, the constellations and that it's related multi-level to the stars. And I discovered last night, I'm still unpacking and I'm still discovering all these things. And I found this piece of paper and it has a question in it. What is my great work? Which is a variation of what do I want? And this I answered 15, 17 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. Why I'm sharing it and how it, with the Marmas and with the intention and with the community and with divine timing, I knew what I wanted, but I had no idea how on earth that could happen. It was still like jumping to the moon. And what I said is, my great work is to be a catalyst and instrument for the awakening into the term Ikazoic era, my mentor Thomas Berry coined as a time when we as humans live in harmony with each other and with the earth and the universe. But whatever term we want to use, golden age, there's so many wonderful terms, but that time of being in harmony with nature and with each other by sharing inspirational stories, songs, poetry, which can crack open the hard shell of despair, and to be an open-hearted blossom as an elder, seeding the generations to come with all the wisdom gifts I have been given, so that compassion, celebration, beauty, truth, and unity consciousness will flower once more. So I'm experiencing that fulfillment in this very moment. And I have to say, some of the words that came, Renara, when you're playing, it's like in Ayurveda, we're learning that the satisfaction comes when all the flavors are there. Renora, your music is Ayurvedic, the Ayurvedic muse for the soul in the form of the auditory coming in. Oh my God. And Luke, absorption, you take us into, you're a catalyst because it's like you're a tour guide, right? If we go to a new country and we don't ask the other tourists, we want to know from somebody who's lived there. You are so rooted in that inner dimension of beingness, that being with you and also our community, that we have this joint energy together, this collective, this group dynamic. Oh my God, I was so glad there were other things, because just like last week, it's almost impossible to talk because the layers of bliss between that and then Renora, other layers of bliss. So what I realized, the key word that you used, absorption, that your teacher Rama taught. So the song I'm going to share is called I Find God When I'm Dancing. Well, the key for me when I'm listening to music or listening to the birds, if I'm walking through the forest, or the crunch of the twigs below my feet, is that I'm absorbed. When I dance, I'm absorbed. The meanness of me is superseded by this place, this essence, this absorption into the pure sound and energy, so that there's a oneness with the musician, the band, the and yeah, so what a context. So that was a new, deeper link for me. It's not something that I didn't know, but I didn't know it with as much clarity as when you said absorption. And all of a sudden it was like, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. So I'm going to take a deep breath. I invite you to deep breath with me, deep breathe with me, because so Miriam invited me to sing this song, and I have to say, it's changed. It's never been sung, shared, and with anybody else. The words have been shared, but not. And it changed last night, and it changed again this morning. So you're really being invited to a debut that's a dress rehearsal. So you were part of the energy, part of the midwifery of it coming in. But, the baby has not yet been held and cleared of the birth waters. So in that perfect imperfection, I offer this, and we'll see where it goes with a Titi Devo Bawa. I find God when I'm dancing. And let's see if I can find the keyboard, my feet. Okay. Some find God in the country, around. Some find God in the mountains, some in the sea. I find God when I'm dancing, God's glowing inside of me. When I feel good and I'm moving, spinning round and free. When I'm grooving, rhythms wash the worries out of me. When I'm dancing, laughing, feeling alright through and through, then the great love inside me reveals itself as you. Yeah, some find God in a chapel, some find God in a church, some find God down on their knees, some find God in a lurch. But I find God when I'm dancing, then I know God's everywhere, waiting to be discovered beneath the worries and our cares. I love rhythm, moving, dancing cheek to cheek. I love twirling, prancing, dancing is my mystique. I love fast dance, slow dance, free forming in a pair. I love feeling the splendor of this joyous love affair with life, this joyous love we share. When I feel God essence in my heart, then I know I am free. God essence in me sees God essence in you. Our hearts together make a heavenly hue. Rainbows surround us wherever we go. When we're dancing in love, we know what we know. Ha ha. Dancing together, love abounds. Love heals the world, heals the ground. Love, love, love is the answer I've found. Love, love, love is where joy abounds. 'Cause love is the answer, love is the way. Love is calling you to love today. Say, love is the answer, love is the way. Sweet love's calling you to love today. Love, 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 love today. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Thank you for letting me share that. Oh gosh.
Esther, we love, love, love you. Please, everybody, just let's share and send so much love, 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 love to Esther.
I'm receiving and sending right back. I will put, wow, I put on the view so I could see the gallery. There we go. Hello, everyone. Thank you for sharing with me.
You know, Esther, when you could say anything, to be honest. I feel like you could say anything, but it's just your vibration, your light. When you start to speak, there's this huge outpouring of love. And honestly, it's like I can feel like myself start to well up. It's such a joy to be around you. You help me to like remember that feeling, that sweet divine feeling, that connection with the divine, with God, with source, with higher consciousness.
Thank you. That's exactly the experience I have with you, Miriam. You could be reading the telephone book. I guess we don't have them anymore, but the most boring scientific book in the world, and we'd be just raptured. It's like, yes, read on.
Oh my goodness. I always feel like with Esther, when I speak to her, she's such a mirror. It's beautiful. I love you. I can see Luke's got his hand raised.
Yes, I totally agree with what you're saying, Mariam. And Esther, it's not only the fact that you're playing the piano and saying these words, it's who you are as a being, that energy that comes through that we feel. You're like a child, a beautiful, innocent child that's always filled with joy. And that joy exudes from you. And that's what we feel every time you speak. So I totally agree. I mean, Esther and I had a long phone conversation the other day. It was wonderful. And we were getting acquainted. We had this wonderful, wonderful talk. And I feel, Esther, I feel like you're my sister, even though we're just getting to know one another. I feel like you're my sister, that we've known each other forever.
I
So
feel the same way. I feel the same way. You
Thank
know,
you for
that
your-
going back to being the child, when I was 17 in high school, I had 3 lines on my forehead that were so deeply implanted wrinkles. They're not there anymore. But, Renora, it's a journey. It's been a journey. And I think of William Blake, the innocence, experience, and then return to innocence. I feel the child in me is happier than it was when she was actually a child. She has the allowance to play that she didn't have back then, with the enormity of dysfunction and things. So I share that too, because I am now an elder, and just as encouragement to anyone, whatever you're going through, that's not the end of the journey. It's because it's like it's already there. It's within. We're like with those piñatas, that are used in the parties, and you punch the thing and it pops out, and then all these treats are inside. Well, we're living piñatas. And the good news that I found is that the liberation from thinking it has to be somebody external to trigger, to be responsible for my well-being and love. And that the more I find it and share authenticity wherever I am, the truth. And Renora, you just go there. I just love that depth. And every one of us is, a facet of the diamond of the all of us. And we're all reflecting each other. And we're just so blessed that we found each other in this lifetime, in this community. It's just extraordinary. So, that's enough.
Okay, my friends, it's almost 9 p.m. here. Yes, let's rub our hands together. Let's send lots and lots and lots of love. Lots of love. It's almost 9 p.m. here in the UK, which means it's 10 p.m. in Germany, and it's getting very late. I can see Renara has a little something to share, so we're going to spend a few minutes of that, and then we're going to dance, because I do have a dance number for us, just to really shake off some of that energy, and then we're going to end the call.
And I have to say one more thing, because I'd feel terrible if I didn't, is that Alana is on this call, and I want to celebrate you as another depth. Oh my God, you can go deep, 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 and high, and your enormous heart and caring. And thank you for reaching out to me, and thank Jana for reaching out to me. And, like the way we're all there now with with Tara and Roman Rishi, that we show up for each other. That's amazing in whatever way we can. But that's it.
By the way, everybody, today is Romarishi's birthday.
Birthday.
So you can wish him a happy birthday. You can go on his Facebook page and put up a birthday wish for him. I just want to let you know.
He just came back from the hospital. I think we should send him a whole bunch of our love.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him the other day when he just got home, and he's resting and he's on the mend, but he does have a health issue he's dealing with. So we should all send him a lot of healing energy because he needs it.
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you.
Do that. Beautiful. Mm. And Renara.
Miriam, I'm absolutely conscious that it is 9 p.m. in London. So I just want to say, Esther, you are awesome. And it is such a blessing for me to know you, to have you in my life and have this special connection with you all this time through the music. And just thank you for the way you are, and thank you how you radiate the possibility for each of us to be. Thank you, darling. I love you so much.
I love you so much. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. I can also see that Cece has her hand raised. Yes, my beautiful soul sister.
I don't actually have any comment. I'm just curious though. I'm just finding myself guided to ask if Barbara would like to share something, please. If you have anything in your heart, Barbara, is there something you would like to share?
Oh, let me help you to unmute.
I always look forward to these Friday evenings because I learn so much, but also because of I feel so much love coming from these meetings. And sometimes I cannot find words. It's only being so touched. And so after closing the meeting, then I feel exactly that the meeting is finished. But then I can call back the feeling of being here and being uplifted and feeling that being touched so deeply. Thank you for asking, because I always talk to myself that way, but now I was able to express myself about this feeling. Thank you for asking, Cici. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Barbara. You know, I think the oneness that we experience in here, and the reason why we keep on coming every Friday, is to receive exactly that and be able to radiate our own, you know, different energies to one another. So I can relate completely that there's just so much. And you also talked about, you know, sometimes you don't know what to say. You know, you keep quiet. I think I have experienced that as well, where I just feel, you know what, I am here. I don't need to say anything. I'm just in the right space at the right time. I'm soaking. you know, it's like I'm marinating in this beautiful space. Yeah, it's a blessing to be here, and thanks for sharing, Barbara. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dana?
Yes, Jana is here.
You know what, Cici, I could not have, you could not have read my words in my mind better. You know, most of the time in the meetings, you know, I lead a lot of the meetings, or I'm there, and it has been so beautiful to be able to sit back and let you guys lead. And I've done that a few weeks in a row. And I love watching you step into it and do it. It's so beautiful. But more than that, the feeling that you guys have shared, the comments that you have made have resonated so deeply inside of my heart. We truly are one. You know, when I got on the call, I was anxious, and I told Miriam that I was going to be quiet. I had just received some news that I just felt like I hadn't been settled with it. And this call has helped me become settled. And it's helped me remember, you know, this is what it's all about. You know, Cece had mentioned to me before the call started, you know, isn't it interesting that these things that are coming up to be healed are coming. And I said to her, we're in this beautiful community where we are changing our bodies, you know, we're healing. Dr. Naram says that the majority of illness is unresolved emotion and childhood trauma. And so this is inevitable, to have those unsettled feelings, to have those sad moments. Somebody on the call was saying that they were feeling sad and unsettled. And then it's inevitable to feel that joy and have that playfulness, like Esther, you know, she just is joy and playfulness. So anyway, I didn't mean to take up much time because it's so late, but I just love you and I'm with you. And thank you for letting me be a participant today. It's been very beautiful. I so appreciate it.
We're blessed to have you, Jaina. Thank you very much for being here. And as you said, you've led so many calls before. And it's totally okay to not lead one day. We're just glad you're here with us. You've contributed a lot. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Miriam.
Dear friends, so I have just a song to share. It's just, if you want to, you can get up and you can just move a little bit and dance a little bit. The song is it's actually called Real Love. And it says, it's quite a dancey, upbeat song. It says, this is real, 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 real love. You give me that feeling. You give me that feeling. You give me that feeling. And it's like, and that's how I feel about this group. So I was like, this is the song. I don't know if it's a bit too upbeat, because I know, Cece, it's 10 p.m. for you, but I'm going to play it. So if you want to dance to it, I invite you to dance and move to it. So let me just get it ready for us. Okay, friends.
Oh, you got the feeling that I want to feel. Oh, you got the feeling that I know is real, real, real. It's in the way you look, it's in the way you love, and I can see that this is real, is real. It's in the way you talk, it's in the way you touch, and I can see, this is real, 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 real love. This is real,
that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh.
Oops.
Hey, my friends, I just want to thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, dear Esther, for your music, for your heart, for everything that you bring to the call. Thank you to Cece, my co-host today, for leading, for sharing, for being guided, and just inviting those to share with their hearts and just knowing all the right things to do. You've just been absolutely beautiful. Thank you to dear Beverly for coming to the call today and for sharing. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Renara, for your beautiful music, your beautiful music that massages the soul. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you to Barbara for coming. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Elio. Thank you, dear Luke, for your meditation and pranayama. It just really, it elevates the group, the way that you do it. I mean, everybody who brings their gifts and brings and shares, it elevates the group. It's beautiful. Thank you, Robin. I love you. Mwah. And dear Jana, thank you for being with us as always. Thank you, Elena, for your beautiful heart and your sharing. I love, love, love you. I know you've been traveling today and it's just beautiful that you were able to join us. I love you. Mwah. Thank you, Nina, for joining us today. Thank you. I think I have everybody. And if I have missed anybody, my sincere apologies. I love you. Thank you for joining us today. And so I invite you to unmute.
May I say something quick?
Yes.
Yes, you did forget someone. You did leave someone out, and that person is called Mary Ann.
Woo, yay!
So we are so grateful, Mary Ann. I mean, every week it's just something different. It's a different experience, and you're leading with all your heart, with all your love, and that is what you're radiating to us, and that is what that you are becoming a magnet, or you have become a magnet. We appreciate you. We appreciate your talents. We appreciate your sharing, literally everything you share. Being here and leading this call, it's just a miracle on its own. And I'm truly, from the bottom of my heart, so grateful. Thank you.
Shall we rub our hands and send her?
Yeah.
Sending right back, and I'm just sending so much praise to the divine, to God, to Spirit, to Source. And I'm sending so much love to our dear Jana, who believed in me and who's one of the people who encouraged me to do this. She's one of the people that encouraged me. She was like, Mariam, you should do this. And she believed in me. And like the chapter said, when somebody believes in you, it's so powerful. So I would like to send some love to Jana. Okay, friends, it's time to unmute and say, I love you and I'm with you.
I love you.
And I'm with you.
And I'm with you.
Love you and I'm with you.